Anyway, if you're just tuning in.
Oh, thank God. They were displayed as a joke on the website.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Well, that's not a story anymore.
Those are pregnant women's cravings, apparently.
Oh.
And they put it on a burger.
That makes sense.
Yep. Now it's the only thing that makes sense. It's funny how you're like pregnant woman's cravings. Everybody's like, oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah, there was this one lady that was eating like dirt. She was like eating clay because she was craving it. Yeah, that was one of her cravings.
Okay, well, no.
TLC is a wonderful channel.
I'm sorry. She was having pregnancy cravings, yes, of course.
Yeah.
But sound-thinking people actually let this woman eat clay.
Yeah, they filmed it too.
Right, and they filmed it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the world, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, the world. Why?
How's
the baby?
Probably eating dirt too.
Has anyone checked on the baby?
The baby's probably eating dirt too.
Yeah, probably just, and not like at 4, at like 10 years old.
Mitch, there's mad nutrients in dirt.
For plants.
And animals.
No, for plants.
And animals. There's so much.
No, just plants.
If you're just tuning in. I'm your host, Logan, and this is the Milk and Toast Podcast. I'm here with my dietitian, Mitch. Say hi to the people, Mitch.
Just plants.
I don't think that's accurate.
No, that's what. You're such a horrible person, bro. You're just a horrible person.
Why? Why does that make me horrible?
He goes, why? He's like, why? Oh, my God. Anyway, just plants. Please don't eat dirt. It was good for your immune system because there was, as a kid, and hopefully you're not even getting that much of it, but it was good for your immune system and building that up because there is like bacteria and stuff in there. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, no, there is no nutrients in there for you. You can't break any of the minerals. And if there's any nutrients, it might be, if you're lucky, maybe you got some hummus, but not the Jewish, like, you know, chickpea kind. I'm talking like the rotting detritus kind from a dead thing.
Mitch, we all come from the earth.
Mm-hmm. No, we're just gonna do this now. Since you want to play, Yeah, okay. All right, I can play that. I'm just gonna do this now. Only we had video then. Oh my God. But yeah, I don't even think you could process those nutrients because it's for fucking plants. Plants are the superior species, technically.
Every mineral that is found in the earth is found in the human body.
Because of plants. And genes and however evolution worked, but not because of eating dirt.
Dirt cures cancer.
Oh, wow. You took it all the way there? Damn. Okay, I wasn't expecting you to go that far, but oh, God. Oh, God. Okay.
I don't know. Don't take my word for that.
Wow. I was like, all right, you want to take it there? Okay.
I'm not getting sued for that.
No, too late. It's already said.
Nah, there's some things I'll get sued for. That's not one of them.
Yeah, I know, but still.
I'm not going to take an L on. He said if I just ate a good spoonful of dirt. I was like, no.
No, I'm not even. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. How you doing, Mitch?
Fuck today, but carry on.
Fuck today. No, yeah. Tell us how you're doing. What's going on? Why fuck
My
today?
My Instagram got hacked today. And then after I recovered the account and went to work, while I was busy at work, the motherfucker hacked it again.
Damn. So you got hacked twice.
In the same day.
Shit.
Fuck today. I left work early today. I was just so off today, so out of it. Well, I was also just not feeling myself, but nonetheless, like,
you know what? Yeah. You got a lot of programmers as friends. You pissed
I know, I already asked.
You already asked?
Yeah, I know. Them? See, yeah, you probably wasn't expecting. No, I already asked. Yeah, that's how mad I was. And funny enough, one lives with me. The other showed up to my house today for some personal business. So I had both of them there. Like, yo, what can y'all do about this?
What can you do?
Went to the police today too.
You did?
Yes. Because I got the email and I was going to ask if you guys can track. I didn't ask it like that. I asked, is there any way you legally guys can do anything? When I should have been like, could you guys just track this email? But then again, they probably wouldn't be able to do that because what would I have asked them to do? What do you want us to do?
That's a lot of work for
But you know what I was going to ask them to do?
What?
Threaten them.
Oh,
flat out. Yeah,
so like the police are your personal goons?
I was going to try to make them my goons today.
Did you offer them any money?
Why would I do that?
To make them your goons.
No, not my actual goons. Just in terms of service to someone who's been harmed by a cyber terrorist.
Oh, you want them to do this from the good of their heart?
Yeah, I deserve it.
The NYPD?
Yeah.
The NYPD?
Yeah.
Was going to help you, black man, from the goodness of their heart.
Exactly. Yes. See, we're in two different places right now, and you're the problem.
No, I see. No, I see. No, I see what the problem is.
You're the problem.
It's
not
me.
me. Yes, it's entirely you. Because I'm exactly where I need to be, and I understand how things work for me and how they're supposed to work.
Just thinking about Mitch going into the precinct. Hey, Buster.
Why did you say Buster? I feel disrespected, but that was so funny. That was so funny. But no, yeah.
Can I get some help around here?
You're like, what's a man got to do to get some help around here? My account got hacked today. And I need y'all to go threaten the motherfucker who did it. As a matter of fact, send an entire battalion over. Bring them over to my place. Let me smack them up a little bit.
It's crazy that you got hacked twice.
Same day. After I thought I did enough. That's what it was. I thought I did enough to recover it the first time. And before I could really check over and double check things, I had to start work, which I was late for today, by the way.
Instagram needs to get it together with that. Like, a lot of people are getting hacked that way where, like, people are making fake accounts that are just, like, weird clone accounts of their account. It was kind of weird today because your account, they just used your account. They just hacked into it straight up.
No, I technically through,
that's not the norm from what I've seen.
It isn't the norm, but it's my own fault. It's just I thought a friend reached out to have me help them vote for them for something, and I've had people do that before. So I was like, okay. But like, I didn't check through enough because I was just like, it was late, and I was like, what else? It doesn't matter. And then I ended up giving them the access without realizing.
Yeah, don't vote. That won't happen.
Yeah. You sure that's the slogan you want to go with? Just
don't
you
vote.
Of all people?
That won't happen.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, no. You should go get registered to vote and participate in our political system. And
or you can go anarchy with me.
Okay, don't do that because there's gonna be like
eventually
3 people
we'll
out
have such a great time.
There's
3 to start, but every
you think
place
that's actually possible? You think people
every
actually
place
gonna
has to start from somewhere?
You think people are actually gonna get to a point where they just like, what would they do?
No. So my actual plan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no. I can't say that on the air. So never mind.
What's your alleged plan?
I can't say that on the air. There is no plan. There actually is no plan.
Okay, but what would that look like? Anarchy.
Honestly, depending on how the communities wanted to work it out, because it's just all the communities talking to each other. So it really depends on what version of anarchy you get. It's like how people are like, socialism doesn't work because in other places it's not working, which isn't necessarily true. It's just they always want to use like 1960s Red Scare Russia. And it's like, why you got to choose the worst example you could possibly find? It's like, why you got to do that? Let's look at the worst case of democracy, which are the ancient Greeks, who we all as Western civilization descend from.
That's the worst case?
Of just pure democracy? Yeah.
Really? Why?
It's how Julius Caesar died when you think about it. Well, no, technically he died due to conspiracy, but like due to like an actual conspiracy. But nonetheless, like the problem with democracy and the way that they did it entirely, it's actually like, you do understand we're not a pure democracy, right? You know that,
You mean
right?
like we're a republic?
Well, yeah. Sure. We're a republic, a democratic republic, right?
Yeah.
But we're not a pure democracy, because in a pure democracy, it's literally everyone just kind of actually mattering, which is cool. But if they decide, if there's no checks and balances at all, which is the issue, like whatsoever, then it's literally just, if you're able to get enough people to be like, yeah, then they'll really have the power to like go do whatever unchecked, because there is no system of checking that unchecked power. So it's like, oh, you're gonna choose that worst thing, and then it's like, oh, we want to talk socialism. Mitch. Okay, so you want to have this conversation? Let's have this conversation, since we're talking democracy and republics and socialism and
Why
anarchy.
Why do you hate freedom in America?
No, I want freedom in America.
You do? Are you sure?
Is this what we're doing? Just like looking at each other and just like taking some time for dramatic pause?
Yeah.
All right, what's what else? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
You sure? Because you just told me you don't want everybody to vote.
I didn't say that.
You said if everybody's voting all the time,
nope,
bad shit happens.
You said that. I didn't say that. You said it's not good to
You
vote.
said if like a majority wins, bad shit happens.
No.
What's wrong with the popular vote?
No. That isn't what I said. Because even still, that's not how the pure democracy works. Because as far as we know, there were no parties. It's literally just all the people. Well, then again, Greece is not exactly like the hugest place anyway still.
Yeah, it's not that big.
So, what is there, like Athens, Sparta, Thebes? And technically those weren't even like...
He's just naming Greek cities, guys.
Like,
he doesn't know.
I'm sorry, Thebes was Egypt, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Thebes
saying.
was Egypt, my fault. But Athens is Greece. What do you mean? Athens and Sparta are both Greece.
He said Thebes.
I know, I did say Thebes though. I was like, Thebes, right? Isn't that one? Like, nah, that's definitely not. That's Egypt. But
oh shit.
So yeah, there's like only a few city-states and whatnot anywhere. But nonetheless, like, so I guess if you consider those city-states as like the parties, but within those city-states, they're using that kind of democracy.
Where like people vote and stuff, right?
But there's no sort of checks and balances, no voting. No, there's no people voted in this sector to like, it's like there's no, there was like a Senate, but it's like there's no House or anything there.
What are you talking about?
There's no like Supreme Court. There was a Senate.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Senate. So like, but other than that, I guess we are pretty much the same. We just don't function the way they do. Exactly the way they do. And so that's kind of when it's like, like I don't think, because after all, they don't have a president, right? They just have, what do Greeks have? Because like Rome has emperors, but Greece has, I guess, just kings and queens at that time and stuff.
All right. We can move on. Like,
right.
I thought we was going somewhere and I was wrong. I'm sorry, everybody.
Like,
we are not going anywhere.
Greeks were like kings and stuff. Yeah. When you think about it, it's kings.
Mitch.
Yeah.
We're going to have Annie on a little later, hopefully. But in the meantime, you wanted to talk about why you think it should be illegal to be a billionaire.
Now, you keep saying it like that.
Well, you said it should be illegal to have like massive amount of wealth, which is basically being a billionaire.
Yeah, but I didn't mean it in the sense that like it's illegal to be a billionaire. It's more along the lines of if you're making more than a certain amount. The way I would explain it, it's basically like it's a tax. I don't know what you'd want to call it,
like
whether it be like a charity
cap.
tax or I won't even say a cap because a cap implies stop.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying stop. I'm just saying tax. So if, let's say, for instance, you make $500 million, anything over that $500 million should be charged at like I'm being nice right now at like 25%, but it should be like 50.
25
But like, I
is
guess
a
both
lot.
those numbers aren't really nice. I guess 25 is a lot because people want to be like, yeah, let's charge it at like 4% or like, let's have a 2% APR or some bullshit. I don't even know what that means. But no, Mitchell's like, oh, you're making over $500 million. So you're making like $500 million regularly. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not ashamed.
Shout out to all the people who don't know how insurance works. Like,
anyway, exactly. Anyway, but
I said APR. Like,
yeah, I know. I was like, I don't even know what that is. I was like, what is it? What like abbreviation sounds like something that they would tell you at a bank? You know what I mean? But anyway, so yeah, most people like 2-3%. It's like, no, you're making $500 million. What did you say?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I said, what's your credit score?
Oh no, don't talk. Don't
I
ask.
thought so.
Yeah, don't ask. Don't
Anybody
ask right
who's like, yeah, 2% APR because I heard it on the commercial. Like, hey, their credit score's in the toilet. Let me tell you.
Shut up. Which it is, but that's because I didn't get that 2% APR. Oh, sorry. Anyway, so moving on. So no, I'm not talking no 2%, 5%, 10%. Let's say you were making $500 million. Mind you, I'm being nice. Once again, $500 million. So $500 million, which is a lot of fucking money. Let's say you're making over 500. Yeah, it depends on who you ask, right? Let's say you make over $500 million. Anything over that, I mean, in the excess of hundreds or thousands, whichever you want to pick, yeah, it should be taxed at like 25% to start. Mind you, I want to say 50. I want to say 50 because once again, you're making $500 million. And to me, just in terms of like humanity, there's like people doing worse. Now, the money isn't to, do anything but help those in dire need or just because you want to talk about trickle down. You want to talk about real trickle down? Sure. Because it was supposed to trickle down, right? But didn't, right? Well, that's because we're not taxing billionaires and millionaires at 50% of their excess income. Not talking about their income, talking about like once you reach a certain mark, and like I said, so let's say it's $500 million. Like you're so good at $500 million. Mind you, you said you wanted to put a cap. I said no. I just said your money's being taxed at that rate. So you want to go be a billionaire? By all means, buddy, go be a billionaire. We're just taking 25 to 50% to see if we can go feed those children in Africa that your ancestors stole all the wealth from and created the life they have for them.
I just want to make it clear that this is a completely hypothetical conversation.
Hypothetical, yeah.
Because
why? Yeah.
Mitch does not know what the actual tax rate is for billionaires and stuff. He's just riffing. So
nope. And I'm not talking about taxing them on the regular income past up till $500 million. That's their money. They're getting that and getting taxed for whatever and earning that. I'm talking about an excess of this amount that could be decided by we the people or
I feel
whoever.
like that's pretty lenient.
I was being nice.
Like you're not gonna pay taxes on what you make up to
after
500
million. Like, well, you were still paying what the regular taxes are that you have to pay to whoever up until that point. But in excess of that, now it's.
I feel like that's really easy to get around.
Well, it's whatever, but as long as the money's going to us for the use
it's
of
not.
like
that's what I mean by get around.
Oh, that's what you mean by get around. No, I realize, but that's the next part. So what do we talk about? How do we do what we do with that money? Who does it go to?
Because here's what a lot of people do. They make up. First of all, if you have like a corporation, this is with a fucking LLC. TikTok taught
I know.
me.
I know about that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you make a corporation, right?
You're
you're separate from that asset, right? You're separate from that company, so like you can pay yourself out. So like one way you might be able to get around what Mitch is saying is that like you only cap yourself at 500 million, right? But then you set up a shell somewhere else where like this is a source of income, but technically it doesn't go to you, but because you own it, it does, so you'd have to tax the individual, but then you'd also have to tax the corporation, which you're starting to tax a lot of people who have enough money to change the law for you not to tax them.
Here comes the super PAC.
Yeah, because it's like one thing they have a lot of time for is like,
all right, let's see.
So not paying taxes
this way. All right. Hey, gentlemen. So let's see how we can get around these taxes. Yeah, well, that is why it's hypothetical, because that's why it's not happening.
Remember how like Ice Cube just was trying to get out of paying taxes, so he tried to vote for Donald Trump? Like, it's a lot. Rich people don't want to pay taxes.
Didn't Nicki do that too?
Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
No, she didn't support Trump.
You don't have to support to vote for somebody.
Whoa, shit. Don't spread that. Don't spread that.
I'm not spreading it. I'm asking.
You know what? You already got hacked. You already got hacked twice. Don't let the fucking Nicki Minaj fans
team
say that.
I'm thinking it's the government.
Yeah.
That'd be a funny movie. Like, I'm like, shit, the government's trying to get me. And then I get taken to the leader. I'm like, all right, just do your worst. And Nicki Minaj walks out in like full Barbie, like fucking print type shit. It's like, oh, what? You thought she was going to get away? And I was like, you have to be fucking kidding me. Just be there. Oh, damn. Wow. Okay. But no, I'm asking, not saying. I could have sworn.
These Nicki Minaj people, they'll shut you down.
So the Beehive.
I don't know. I think the Beehive isn't as scary as Nicki's fans.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. If you think so.
I'm not saying they're not powerful. Like, I don't want to get shut down.
Yo, listen, you already said what you said, brother.
But what I'm saying is, like, Nicki Minaj fans.
Yo, listen, I had no association with him. And if you could keep the show live so I can try to, like, I'm trying to have a come up too, you know what I'm saying? Just like, forgive him. Because I don't know what he's saying right now.
I like Nicki Minaj.
I like Nicki Minaj too. Well, yeah. I like old Nicki Minaj.
See, you starting already.
Just like I like old Drake.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna get Annie in here.
We're going to a commercial break.
This is where we would have a commercial. All right.
What do you mean, wait?
So we're back. Say hi to the people, Annie.
Hi, people.
That's great. I love
Sorry,
that.
I'm late.
Annie, you had a question for me. What was your question? This is totally out of context, but what was your question?
Oh, no. The question was with context. I heard that we were talking about Velma and being possibly being a lesbian on the show.
No, we weren't talking about that at all. We weren't talking about that at all.
Actually. Oh, well, no. Before when we left, we were talking about something else. But
what were you talking about?
No, we were just talking about billionaires and like Mitch thinks it should be illegal to be a billionaire.
Illegal
again, bro? Yes. You did this again.
So
then I literally explained to you.
Wait, let her talk.
Sorry.
So you think that the max someone should ever be able to earn is, what is it, $999,999,900 whatever dollars? Like,
you were so close. It was just $999.
I know. She was like just right there.
You don't need the 100 because it's $999,999,999.
I was trying to go down the commas in my head, and then
$999.
I'm a little frazzled. So, okay, is that what you think? That $1?
Not at all. Logan's just Logan. So, like, I explained to him how I think it should work.
I'm here. Explain to me.
Aw.
Oh, okay. What was that? It felt so like somber.
Okay, never mind. We'll leave it at Logan knows. So
I do.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I told him.
We don't have to be redundant. It's fine. But I kind of agree. I think that there's like a moral limit someone should hit.
I do think there's a moral limit, and I spoke about that, but I didn't place a limit. That's what we were just talking about. He was like, yo, I think there should be a cap. No, I didn't.
No, you
I said there's a limit.
Wait, don't let him tell you lies on the show.
No, see, this is what I said.
That, like, after $500 million, then you should get taxed like some exorbitant amount.
Yeah, but
so,
you
like,
said you wanted to put a
limit.
cap, period.
Yeah, there's a limit.
But you said you wanted to put a cap on it, period. And I was like,
no,
I
asked you if you wanted to put a cap.
And it was no.
But like,
dance, puppets, dance.
Wow.
So evil.
I know. For no reason.
I came here to watch you crumble.
For no good reason.
Oh my.
No, but yeah, you said that like after 500 million they should have all this bullshit happened to them, and that before 500 million that they shouldn't be taxed. So
No,
like,
I didn't say that.
yeah, you
I
did.
said
We
before
said that.
No, I said before 500 million, they still have to go through whatever the tax process currently is, and then after 500 million, all of the excess has to be taxed at an even higher amount. Technically,
I hope the
'cause
socialists get you too. Like, I hope the Barbs get you. I hope the socialists get you.
They can
I hope the
come
hackers
get me.
come and get you again.
the hackers already got me. That's too soon and not even funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I'm coming after you next.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody.
If we're going for fan hives.
Exactly. Yeah, I want it to be like that scene
Funny that you
in
say that, 'cause
Avengers
we
where like
brought that up
everybody
today.
comes out the portal and they just go to fucking fight Mitch.
It's
They just
me.
stomping on him. It's like, fight back, nigga, fight back. And it's
First
just
they
like-
steal that nice sweater he got, and then they beat him up.
No one's
Yeah,
taking
Hey,
my
fuck 'em
sweater.
up.
No one's taking my sweater. And it's a hoodie. But yeah,
Okay, I have a
just-
question again.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Separate.
What's your question?
Separate topic.
Are we talking about Velma again?
Well, we don't have to, but I figured
would
out a
love
way
to.
to
I
ask
love
it in a
Velma.
more. Okay, so would it be more problematic, more or less problematic, to make a character? Because these days making a character any one thing is like a little problematic because somebody's gonna get mad. So is it more problematic to put them into like a smaller box like gay or straight, or put them into like the more fluid box of general fluidity, bi, whatever word you want to fill in that? Someone's gonna be like, well, they're gonna have something to say about it. What would you think is more or less problematic?
Are we talking in terms
Is it
of
problematic? I
animation?
feel like
Everything's problematic.
No,
feel
she's
like
not
I-
talking about us. She's not talking about us. But are we talking about in terms of animation and its reception to the audience?
We're talking in terms of any character of any fictional world.
But I
Right.
mean, the only reason I think it would be problematic is because that section of Middle America that all voted for Donald Trump exists.
but that's not problematic. Like, what's problematic
No.
is like people's reaction to it. It's not problematic because like
Yeah, but
you know,
those are the
like your
reactions that are
character
gonna
is
try to,
gay
like,
or your
get
character
excited.
So
is like
which garners-
non-binary. Yeah.
Which garners a larger reaction?
I mean, it's going to garner
so
a
you
reaction
saying what starts more
regardless.
shit?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What
The
starts
gender
more shit?
fluidity
Okay.
one starts more shit in terms of
And if we
people,
narrow
parents,
it-
and their kids.
Yeah. And if we narrow it to making a character gay or straight, that's kind of like equivalent because it's one or the other
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the fluid. Which one starts more shit, being straight or gay?
The gender
Well,
fluid.
being gay, obviously. Like,
Would
No,
start
the
more
gender
shit?
fluid.
yeah,
I feel.
definitely.
I think gender fluid, because we're now getting used to media that incorporates more of like the separate LGBTQ titles. Like, we have gay people in media, we have bisexual. We talking about Velma being in a cartoon, she's bisexual, but no one really knows the gender fluidity thing as well yet. And that's not really, unless you're watching like Steven Universe, but like, that was like a special type of show, and they didn't exactly make a verbal reference to anything. You just kind of see how the show moved, and it was kitty, and it's just well done. But other than that, like if they had been like, yeah, someone had been like Steven, like, oh my god, I'm gender fluid now. Some parent in like Kansas somewhere would have been like, what? Oh, okay. Now I don't have any problem with so and so. But
Not
I
even
just
that,
want to
Boosie.
say,
Just like
it's a child. Nah, it's because it's a child, man. Come on, man. Come on. But yeah, so that's why I think like gender fluidity would stir up the pot more. People be like, oh, come on, man. Like, ain't we just like, come on, y'all just got the parade and all that, and it's like, yo, no one's even hurting you, bro. But like, someone's gonna be mad at that for no reason. So I would definitely say, especially in terms of animation and parents having to watch their kids watch something and how they receive the animation their kids are watching, yeah, I feel like that would stir up more shit. Because that part of Middle America exists that like, hates black people
Don't they
and
suck?
anything
Don't
not
they just
them. Yeah.
ruin the party?
They're not even trying. They're not even
Like,
trying.
you weren't even invited. Get out. Ugh.
But you know who I feel really bad for? Not the people in middle America that vote for Trump and stuff like that. The people in the middle of Middle America who don't do that and have to deal with them constantly. We deal
my
with them
God.
That's a
indirectly.
good point.
Bro,
The
are you
trap
serious?
ones?
I think about those people all the time. I'm like, I have to go save them. They have
The
nowhere
trap.
to go. Imagine being a closeted, homosexual man living out of
Florida.
like fucking Oklahoma. Or
Florida.
well, at least we have the part of South to Central Florida that isn't like that. But yeah,
At least
like
yourself in Florida. I don't know if you can do that in Oklahoma or whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty dry out there. Yeah,
Just
that was
kidding.
that was crazy.
Bleep that whole thing out. My bad.
That is a wild line.
No, I thought that was a funny joke. Anyway, because it was a funny joke. But anyway, like, yeah, I feel bad for those people the fucking worst. It's like, who do you go to? Where do you go? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you have to
Where'd
deal
you
with
come
them.
from?
You know what I mean? And you just
Come on, Joe.
what's up with you?
Sorry.
I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking it.
So anyway, yeah, I feel bad for them.
I can't believe that. Oh my god.
We're all thinking.
She just fucking Cotton Eye Joe'd you.
Cotton Eye Joe's damn self.
I didn't even realize that first.
Why did you say it like that? Why did you?
No, he said it in rhythm too.
Yes.
Like, where'd you come
I'm
from?
sorry.
Where'd they go?
Yeah. I didn't mean to. I swear to God. I understand. I didn't even get the joke at first. I was just like, "What?" And then I heard it again after, and I was like, "Oh wow, I did that."
Yeah.
And like, Annie didn't let me get away. Annie didn't let my subconscious get away with it. She was like, "Oh, what? You thought she was gonna let that slide and just be? You thought you was gonna just act like that was a natural? No."
I've lived in like a red district before, where like I went to like the local Democrat Party, like to like see like what was going on there, like, you know, because I wanted.
No.
Yeah, I wanted.
Hey, I just wanted to see where I could help
What's
out.
so great
Nah,
out
I
here?
wanted to see like why y'all losing all the fucking time, and so like,
Wow, Logan, that was
No,
his reason.
I got in there.
Logan
and
wanted
then,
a
like,
job application.
No, like anybody could just walk the fuck in too. It's crazy.
I know.
And so like I just got in there, and then like it was just like mad old people in there, you know, and it was just like because they actually give a shit about what's going on.
And
But
they
then the
might
other
have had
problem
spirit,
was-
but they're weakened from age.
Yeah,
just
but like
tired.
the other problem is they don't have any new fucking ideas. They have a
Right.
like a really old way of doing things. So like that's just it, you know. And then
So
like
there's this filing cabinet.
yeah,
You
it was
don't, you
like
don't want a computer? Well, you know, we don't really get that newfangled stuff. But
it's like
we have a system that works here just fine.
It's like
we'll get
the
to it when we
Republicans
get to
have
it.
computers. Like
Really?
Are these
Yeah.
not Republicans? The red
No,
area you're
we're
talking
the
about?
Democratic,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
the Democratic
Okay.
Party of Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska. I don't know why we sound like this, but my point is, like, we got a way of doing things, and you know, this has been getting us by just fine.
I don't know. I feel like red areas are filled with people who have always kind of held a power, whatever power that is, and they know what it takes to maintain that power. But nowadays, more progressive people, we're a little bit new to the power game, right? Not that we have very much right now, but we definitely have a lot more than we used to. And so in our heads, what we were told was the right way to get that power, like, you know, go to school, go to college, get your job, like follow this checklist, and none of that worked. Whereas people who've been in power for so long, they always knew that didn't work. That was just kind of something to tell their own kids. But now we're in the game. I think there's like a difference between like, I don't know. What am I saying? I don't know. There's like a legacy.
to a point. I was listening.
There's
Yeah.
a legacy of power and maintaining power that exists, and then the new guys come in, and we're trying to like unravel it all without knowing. Like, we don't really play dirty, right? The progressives aren't here to play dirty, at least not up front.
We
The
would
powerful
hope.
ones
Exactly.
probably do,
Yeah.
but up front we don't. We're trying to get what we want by doing it the right way. Whereas the people who have been in power the whole time, they kind of had it. They've had their power without all this work. So there's a little bit, I don't know, headbutting. And if you go to these red areas and you go to where they hang out and it's just a bunch of old people, they're comfortable because they've always had what they needed. They're worried about their security, their family, their money, because first of all, that's what people are supposed to care about. People in this country, people anywhere, the reason that there's a government is to allow regular people to be able to only look after themselves, their family, their own comfort, and, you know, have a little something for their kids. Whereas now everyone is worried about everything all the time. But these old guys with all this old power, they've always known how to help their kids, and their kids are helped out. So they can kind of do what they want, knowing that it's not really going to affect them because they already did what they needed to do to protect their family.
Right.
And like the generations after them, whereas we're coming in trying to protect ourselves and our parents and the generation after us. It's, I don't know, the load's a little heavier. So the argument
you need to go out there and go out there and steal somebody's job, Annie. Go out there, take one of these old fuckers' jobs.
It's true because it's like you can teach me or tell me that you're trying to teach me how to make it. But these lessons don't really apply anymore, and they don't really care if it applies to us anymore because they're not fighting for us anymore. They're old. They have their shit already. So we literally have to write our own rules in order to gain and maintain whatever power we're trying to gain and maintain. But it's so much harder because we have to write them ourselves.
Mm. One of the reasons why things don't really, since we're like talking about power and stuff, is like, one of the reasons why the old ways don't necessarily work is because they're the old ways. Like we have new problems, we have new things that are going on. You know, like
May I interrupt you? My apologies. By the goddess and the god, I must say that the old ways are just fine.
That's what you interrupted me to say? You interrupted me for that bullshit?
What?
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, carry on.
Anyway, you know what? I already hexed you. Like all these people are coming to get you. Like they got Thanos. It's fine.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
please.
What I'm trying to say is that I hate when he interrupts me. Then I don't remember
like,
what the fuck I'm saying.
I was just starting to write notes too.
Oh yeah, basically, like. These guys, like, whether it's Democrat or Republican, you know, they've had a way where they spent their whole life trying to fight for the things that they were fighting for back in the day and, like, trying to, like, get something accomplished for what they wanted to get accomplished, right? Mm-hmm. But that doesn't necessarily speak to the problems that we have of today. And then it doesn't necessarily speak to it because a lot of the outcomes that were the solutions to the problems of yesterday are also the problems of today too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like you're doing this thing where like the people you're taking advice from are also a part of the problem, even if they mean well or don't. Yeah, you know,
because they're stuck in their ways just as much as the other side, unfortunately.
Right, and then you yourself, you're not in a position where, or they tell you you're not in a position where you can do much of anything. Right. You know what I mean? So like Annie's she's very correct. You know, I can't speak for the last two podcasts. I cannot
figure
speak.
It out. Do a tongue stretch right quick.
I don't know what that is, but
all right. Ready? The big black bug bit the big black bear, and the big black bear bled blood.
I'm not saying big black.
Bit the big black bear.
Well, at least let Annie finish.
Black bear bit blood.
Ah, you missed, but it wasn't a bad try. Yeah, Logan's not even trying. See, you're already a B. Logan's at an F right now. He hasn't even tried, so he failed.
I'm not saying big black that many times.
All right,
I thought that too. I was like, I feel like you're saying big and black.
And then she did it and almost got it through perfect. You're not even trying. You're a failure right now. In any case,
you need to be glad that our audience isn't as big as it could be right now. Like they definitely memed that. It was just like the big black quack. Yeah. Like just like
that was wow. That's where you went. I wasn't expecting you to go there, but
like that would
tell me what's really on your
how
mind.
They would meme you like that.
In any case, do you want to do a red leather, yellow leather then?
What?
Red leather, yellow
let him
leather?
talk. He was just complimenting me and then it stopped so quickly. Hold on. Keep going. You said I was correct about something. Yeah.
And he's just correct.
I haven't heard that in a while. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice.
Oh my God. That's sad.
That's nice. Not around a lot of people these days, you know.
Let me ask
home
Annie
and
a question. Annie, how do I ask this question? I want to say, goodness gracious. I don't want to get you in trouble, but also like when it comes to this topic of like, you know, how do you deal with that? Like people who are who are just wrong, but they're above you. but like you have a prescription for something and you feel like this is the way we should be going. Like, how do you deal with that?
Really badly. I'm the youngest of 5 kids, so I grew up being like shushed and like told to like being made fun of if I showed that I cared about something that I was doing and stuff like that. So I have a really bad habit that I hate. One of my personal worst qualities is like keeping my mouth shut during stuff like that, because I really do think that I'm correct about a lot of things. Or at the very least, I have, pretty decent like instinct about stuff that's going on or about to go on or the way things work. But I don't vocalize them because I don't vocalize it often. I mean, Mitch might argue against me for that, but I don't know. It's tough because it's like, especially like, I don't know, at work or in other areas when I know someone's like incorrect. Like there have been moments where I'm around my siblings and they'll say something with such, not arrogance, but such confidence. And it's like, I'm the youngest by like my brother, for instance, he's 13 years older than me. And he is like a Wall Street guy, and he walks around and talks like it. And he has this like big bravado, big like whatever arrogance. And I remember he was like talking about something related to like religion and a certain prayer to like all of us. And he was like, yeah, and I was studying this line and I realized, why are we doing this? Da da da. And I'm listening to him and I'm like, you're incorrect. In my head, I'm like, if you go one line more, actually, it's negating everything you're saying, but you're not moving one line forward. You're sticking to this one line and acting like, oh, you know the shit. But like, I could say, well, if you move forward 3 seconds and read the one line, it's answering everything that you're even asking, something like that. Yeah. But I'm not going to say it because I'm in a room full of my siblings and they're going to probably make some joke about me finally speaking. Hold on, Mitch. Speaking because, but yes, thank you. Anyway, go ahead.
No, ignore him.
Ooh, Miss Paul.
No.
Miss Paul.
No, I'm actually a big brother. Shut up, Mitch. Let Annie speak.
I already lost my train of thought. It's fine. Shit. But yeah, I don't do it well. I wish I did it more because I usually do know what I'm talking about. But if I'm in an environment where I feel like whatever I'm going to say is not going to be taken seriously, like even around friends, like I'll be around friends and I've always tried to be like kind of goofier and like joking. So a lot of what I say is either sarcastic or it's a joke or blah, blah, blah. And I think that has ended up fucking me because I think that some of my closest friends actually see me as like dumber than I am, even though I'm not, because like I'll make dumb jokes because I think it's funny. But I would always assume that they know better than to think I actually think these things because I'll say it in like, oh, the joking tone, and then I'll like laugh after or something. I don't know.
Right.
Go ahead, Mitch. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to ask you, because what it's sounding like is you're less to be outspoken in your professional environment versus with your social circle. But I was going to ask you, where do you feel the lines are? Where do you feel most comfortable? Where do you feel least comfortable? Because
I feel
you
comfortable.
used work. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because it's like work is like an important place for like an adult, especially if I'm like in a place where I want to move up. But I can't because no one knows my name because I never speak up. Like it screws me the most in that because it's like I'm trying to move my life forward and like save money and buy things, and I'm not like I'm get promotions and I'm stopping myself from all those things by all of that. But even in social circles, like I've always been comfortable around my friends because if I have friends, then I don't know. I'm like an open book. I like to be completely myself around my friends. So if I find friends that are comfortable with that, that's great. But like I was saying before, I think I might have inadvertently screwed myself because there's like a couple close friends of mine that I feel like don't really take my words seriously. So if I do start talking, about something a little more serious or something that like I have very strong and educated opinions about, I don't think I'm taken as seriously as like other people who talk like that all the time. And I might have screwed myself by making myself seem like, not even making myself seem, but just trying to be like a goofier, fun person my whole life. Because I think that's just like a fun thing to do. Like, why not just, I've always liked to make people laugh. I also have a brain though. So
I feel you in some capacity. Well, I don't forget your brain. So that's why I was going to be like, I wonder which friends. But like, that isn't me. So I don't really care because I'm like, no, I can't. I would never treat her like that. Well, then again, I don't treat any of my friends like that. I don't treat any of my friends like that, really, though, because I just have a natural respect. If if you're telling
no one
me
does
something
it intentionally. No one does it
like,
for fun, you know.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry,
I mean
continue.
for certain. I know, I feel you. It's not like an always thing, but I get what you mean. But it's like you wanna know at some point that people are taking you seriously on some level,
Or like
You're like, do you
respect my
understand?
opinion
Yeah.
and my like I don't know ideas of what's going on. Respect my instinct, respect my opinion because
Right.
they're not usually coming from nowhere.
Exactly.
I read quite often, you know. I don't know. I'm an educated fucking
You
person.
got a fucking
No, I know. I
Right,
feel
thank
you.
you. Why not?
Yeah, wait a minute. What are we
I know
doing
if
here?
I've been around the block and shit.
Right.
The fuck?
No, I feel, but I
Maybe
feel
because I
the
curse
same
so
as
much,
well.
I got a potty mouth like a
No,
motherfucker.
I don't think.
Maybe
Well, I don't think that really has to do with it, but because lots of people not
yeah, I'm
like
from New York. The fuck?
you know what I'm saying, not like on an aired like show, but a lot of people
I
talk
love that.
like
I'm
that.
from New York. The fuck?
But no, I feel you too. I feel you as well. But I feel like in my professional life, I feel more like that in terms of like some of my social circles and like friends. In my professional life, I'm just like kind of there to work, and when I have issue, like I get transparent. And if like management isn't transparent, like I'm not gonna be necessarily aggressive or abrasive about it, but I'm gonna, hey, we need to talk. I'm look you eye to eye, be like, this is the problem I'm having. Or if you have a problem with me and then ask me what's going on, and it's gotten to the point where it's no longer, I'll give it, and you're actually like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
You're gonna get the full, this is what's going on. What do we do here now? That's one thing I can say about myself. But I'm not like, because like Logan, I feel Logan will be like aggressive if you push him. Let me say that if you push him to that level, he can get really like, yo. What the fuck? But then again, he had some shit happen that I've never. Eddie, have you ever had an employer beat on their desk and yell at you as if they were the fucking kingpin?
Oh my God. I had one boss, my first boss at my first salary job. She made me cry. It was an open plan office. The entire office just went silent because she was yelling at me.
Oh my God.
And then I had to run to the bathroom to cry. And that was like her MO. Apparently she's been like reported to HR before because like she would stand there, and this is my first salary job, so I'm like learning everything. And she would stand next to me and be like, "You're not thinking. Look at it. You're not thinking." And I'm like, I've never even used Excel a day in my life until today. And this like fucking crazy bitch tiny little crazy bitch is yelling at me, and literally it's like huge office, maybe like 100 people around. Everyone got like dead silent. And I'm like fighting tears, and I'm like, I'm looking at it, I'm trying. Like, how does anybody concentrate after that?
Wow.
She was crazy, but she also ended up being one of my best bosses, and she still has me over for dinner every now and then.
Wow. How you just what a whirlwind of emotions I just went through.
She was crazy, but
I was ready to fight this person, and now
I know,
I'm like, wait,
I was
what?
like,
And he knew what she was doing. That's that Scorpio revenge.
I'm saying
shit.
that's so fucked
He's
up.
like, I got a platform now. Let me air her out.
He's like, why?
No, you're not.
Why'd you
fucking
do me like
thinking.
that?
Yeah. She'd berate me in front of everyone, and I'd be like, why do I like this? Just kidding. No, I didn't like it, but, you know.
Did she beat on the desk, though, like she was kingpin?
She wouldn't beat on the desk. She would just be loud, like really verbal and like disrespectfully, rudely loud. And disrupt other people's work by like making them be like, what the fuck is happening over there, you know?
Yeah.
So, she's cool.
One of Logan's employers actually beat on the desk like they were the kingpin.
What the fuck is that about?
I don't know. I told him I was up until your story, because that's pretty wild too. I told him like never in my life has someone sat there and like an animated villain from the 90s.
I was thinking like some Mad Men, old school corporate.
Yeah, that's true
Everybody's
too.
just like an old white dude who's used to being screaming out, talking about their dicks out, shit like that.
Oh God,
gross.
bro.
What was the context? What was the job? Quick, if you feel like.
I don't know. It's
you
just
don't have to
stupid.
specify.
He's just dumb.
It's just some
point is he
boss
beat on
being
the
a
desk,
fucking
bro.
animal
Yeah, you
for
beat
some
on the
reason.
desk.
asshole. Yeah,
Bro,
exactly. You
Fuck,
know what I mean?
jeez.
Oh my God. I've never had something that bad though. I guess, well, we are all just different people and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But like, I've never had something to that degree. Like, I've never had no dude beat on the desk in front of me like he was gonna do something. Like, that's really what it is, bro.
I looked at him. I just
what
smiled at him. I was like, yo, is this?
He's like, what
is
do
this
you want to do?
Yeah. Are you warming your fist up for my face or something?
Yeah,
bro,
right.
like dude, like he's banging on desk. Like, wait a minute, like that's to be honest, the actual proper instinctual response, not the proper professional response, but the proper instinctual response to some motherfucker banging on the desk and looking at you like he's about to attack you
beat their
is
ass.
to get up and get prepared. Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
just
beat
fuck
their
them
ass
up.
because you in the wrong. Just get up. Like, all right, so what you trying to do, Jacket? All right, so what you trying to do? What you trying to do?
Crazy, man.
Bro, that's some crazy
You know
ass
what?
shit, bro.
Bosses is a good topic because I got some boss stories, some like
That's cool.
crazy boss stories. I worked for this other woman, and like the best gig I ever had, it was unpaid, of course, but it was in college, whatever. She would like, we would throw events together. We worked in music. She was like an artist manager, and she was crazy. You know, it's like she's like the quintessential crazy artist where everything she did, all the stuff she produced was amazing, but this bitch was crazy.
Damn.
She would like we'd be at an event and like in the front, everyone's facing us, and she would look at me and turn around and be like, "What the fuck? You talk to that guy? No, you fucked it." And I'd be like, "Whoa, what is happening? I'm watching this." And I would have to grab her by the shoulders and go into her ear and be like, "Yo, stop. 75 people are staring at us right now. You're about to fuck this whole shit up. Calm down. What the fuck just happened?" She was crazy. It was a whole
my
thing.
God. What the fuck?
There's gotta be a whole yeah, she's crazy. She would like, I hate saying the phrase she is crazy.
Why do
for
they let
obvious reasons,
psychopaths
but-
be bosses?
I mean, she's a genius
Sometimes
too.
it's
Yo,
man. When you don't operate normally, it just other areas of your life just hey.
Is that what we think like leadership is? Like somebody who's just like yelling all the time?
Not necessarily. Well, that yes.
I mean, like collectively.
Actually,
you
it's a
know?
really
You know what's
toxic
crazy?
thing. But yes, sadly.
Currently, my current supervisor is the complete opposite, and I can't stand her. I feel like I get nowhere with her. I feel like all I want is like, you know, if I need direction or if I need like, she's just so not hands-on. And I'm not saying I need hands-on. I don't need my hands held or anything like that.
Right.
But like, it'd be nice to have a boss who like you can trust is steering the ship. And so if someone's steering the ship, yours and everyone's life is you know, entrusted into like your hands. So it's nice to have a little reassurance of like, I want to see her put the friggin' gavel down, you know, put her foot down here and there and say something, be a little more straightforward. And she's just not. And I just don't like that because I'm like, I feel like you're not getting anything done. I feel like I'm not learning anything from you because of just how like soft spoken and quiet and over there you are. So maybe it is. Maybe, I don't know.
I get it. You're saying, well, you're wanting a balance, it sounds like. You just need a little pushback. You're not
Yeah,
saying,
not
like,
even a push,
yell at
but
me in the front of the fucking office, but, like...
I like a leader or boss that I can learn from. So if I can learn from you, if I'm learning from you, that means you have to have a little bit of, like, you know, directness, a little, not aggression, but there's an ounce of aggression you have to have in order to manage a team of people, right? In order to get them to do...
I don't know about that.
Well, I was going to ask you, Annie, what is it? Because I think for here, you'd kind of need to be just a little bit more specific in terms of what you're needing from that person you would think is the leader in your life. So I was just going to say, would it be like something like you're wanting, like maybe if you did some check-ins every once in a while, or maybe if when I'm talking to you about something, you gave me some good feedback and not just positive, some like constructive critiques. Is that kind of what you mean? Like I need something like that.
I would love some constructive critiques.
Yeah,
but there's been a number of times where we'll have like a one-on-one scheduled, and then she'll just cancel last minute and be like, "Oh, if there's anything you want to talk about, let me know." But you know, I think I'm good. And I'm like, and you know, my job is remote. I work from home, so I'm not around anybody ever.
Right.
So for me, it's kind of nice to have a little like face-to-face time to like talk things out. If you work a shitty corporate job 9 to 5, you need that time to be able to like vent about what's happening and like, oh my God, shit's going on, this and that. Right. This person's crazy, blah, blah, blah. It's like a good time to like air out your grievances with your boss, maybe talk about like little stuff that's happening so that you can, I don't know, feel better about doing what you do, feel like you're not like alone, feeling like you're not doing a bad job, you know, and not like you're just left on an island. I don't like feeling like I'm left on an island. It's fine if I do my job on my own. I can do that. But I don't want to feel like it's like just me. Like the job's not fun. Like this is a not fun job. Why do I want to do it by myself? The fun part about this job are the people we work with. Huh?
You want better team mechanics, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
like a little bit. No, it's okay to belong.
Something else. I don't know. God.
Nice.
I want everything to change.
Damn.
Anyway, enough about me venting about work.
Okay. No, I get it.
No, I mean, I actually think that's kind of interesting because you were talking about it in the scope of like, work and the regular humdrum of our 9-to-5 lives sometimes. But what you're asking for is actually a lot more important because it's the basic like interaction between, leader and follower and how you properly build good team mechanics, how people work together well.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a word. I'd like a little humanism in my day.
Humanism is a word, but I don't know if it's used like that. But like definitely a word. I'm only on a computer. I'm only fucking messaging and typing and staring at a screen at all hours of my day. I'd like a little reminder that I work with human beings, I feel that.
Show me you're a little bit of a human being. Fucking curse at me and be like, did you see that fucking email? Insane. There's been a lot of fucking emails being passed lately. My job is, they're fucking up.
Well,
people are leaving in droves. Because the last 2 times I tried to do that, they made it like formal. Like I went into this chat of like 2-3 people that are on my team that I work, and I tried to do that. I tried to like just air out, vent a little with the LOLs at the end, so make it clear that like, whatever. And they're like, oh, we'll talk to this person. Oh, we'll escalate it, this and then. I'm like, no. I didn't bring this up for it to be escalated. I didn't bring this up so that someone can do something, so that some sort of formal punishment can go onto this person I'm just venting about. Exactly. All I'm trying to do is say that, like, man, I'm working with this new guy that I haven't worked with before, and he's really fucking annoying. Wow. That's all I want to do. And get a little reassurance. Like, oh my God, you're right. You're not the only person. A lot of people say he's really fucking annoying. Let's keep an eye out for this guy. He's really fucking annoying now that we know. That's all I wanted. Not like thanks for letting us know. Just so you know, you shouldn't have to deal with that. So we'll escalate it. We'll talk to his boss. And I'm like, oh my God, no, I didn't mean for it to get turned into a thing.
Damn, man.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't get this guy in trouble.
Anyway,
he does suck. Don't get me wrong.
Snitching.
I know.
Bro. Accidentally at that, bro. The disrespect.
I'm not trying to snitch on this guy. He does suck. But like, I just wanted to vent about it for like 5 seconds with the people I've been working with for like over a year. But I can't do that because everything's going to be escalated. Thank you for letting us know. You shouldn't have to deal with that. Like, what are you fucking... Jesus.
Oh, that was funny. Holy shit. That was a funny-ass voice.
Thank you.
That was hilarious.
Wow, that's my automated email. That's my HR voice. Now that I'm trying, it's not coming out well.
Bro, I'm sorry. No. But no, I mean, that's fair. That's valid. I mean, I guess it's like kind of what you just kind of need in your professional environment for it not to feel so robotic because we're not machines. Funny enough, there's a part of me that needs a bit of that. Like, I don't take it as serious as I should unless I know there's a piece of that that's there, which I grew out of. Like that formalism, because I was like, what separates us in one sense? But I get you entirely because lately I'm like, I got to know if we're about us or the corporation. And you seem very about the corporation, not about us.
Totally.
I didn't realize that till later on, because originally I was actually, I don't want to say for the corporation because I'm not about big business, but I was like, all right, I want to do good because I'm supposed to do good, and this is how we do it best. I was just incorrect about that growing up as a kid because, I moved to New York City. I'm like, oh, I'm in the big city now. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm in the big city. I'm far off from home. And I got to make sure I like do everything. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, you guys don't even take this serious. Yeah. And those of you that do are kind of evil? Are you evil? I can't really tell because, it's not that serious. But are you like lawful evil? And I mean that in are you lawful evil? Because that's what like big business and the fact that you have certain laws, that's lawful evil. Like Jim Crow was lawful evil.
Right.
Bro, like, you know what I mean? And you have to really know if the people you're working with are like lawful evil or not. Because if they are, it's actually fucking problematic. And those are some of the telling signs. Like, hey, I just wanted to take some time off. Yeah, well, you'll have to first fill out a section, a form IB, and then have it sent in up to the office. And then you'll have to, have a 4C like put in as well, just to make sure. And if you don't do that, I can't put it through. It's not that I don't want to do that, but, I just can't put it through if you don't do that. I'm sorry. So yeah, if you put that through there, everything will be fine. But if you don't, we can't do it, and you can't. Okay, and that's just how it is. Bye. Ugh. And you can't get it all in time, and the person knows that. It's like, but that would take like 3 days, but how am I supposed to? I won't have the business days to get that done. Well, I mean, you should have probably thought about this before, and if you had thought about this before, you would have put it in on time. But because you can't, I guess you can't go. So I need you here. I'll see you on work Monday. Bye. And that's lawful evil. It sounded so cute, but that's lawful evil, bro.
It was so cute.
Yeah,
It wasn't cute, like it was so cute, but lawful fucking evil, bro.
Yeah.
And that's really the problem. But what you're talking about, Annie, those are like some of the telling signs. It doesn't mean the people you work with are. I'm just saying, like, you got to look out for shit like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
maybe you're dealing with one of those.
I don't think I've ever had that problem because I just straight up tell my job, from this day to this day, I'm not going to be here.
Oh, what? You don't like that? Fire me, Logan. Logan fucking Macon.
Yeah. That's actually it.
Like, what you gonna do about it?
All right, see you next Tuesday. Like,
Hey.
Logan, we're really strapped for it. Yeah, all right. And this is Logan walking on his way out. Like, best of luck to you. Wait, but I mean, Logan, I think we should still talk. All right, so I'll see you. But Logan, all right, door's closed. All right, so
Hi.
Phil, could you call Jeff and Jerry and see if they can come in? I just, this guy, like, doesn't even he just doesn't even think about us. We're really trying here. Doesn't even think about us. Doesn't even think about us.
I don't. I'll tell you. Like, don't tell me that. Don't be like, oh, you don't even really think about the job, and be like, no, I don't.
No. Yeah. What the fuck? Why would I?
I don't get paid to think about the job.
About the job, not enough. Listen. Thinking about the job starts at like 35 plus an hour, and that's me being nice. Think about the job. That's when we start thinking about the job. Like, shit, I gotta fuck. What y'all needed?
Yeah,
like, fuck. Like, honey, why you getting ready? Shut up, woman. Like, baby, we need this money. We need this money. All right, I'm there now.
Talking about
hate that it has to be like that.
No,
I
don't we all
I've always had a very strong work ethic, but I've never really had that opinion of like, this is my job. I'm not doing anything outside of that. I'm always like, if I'm doing a job, I'm going to do it well. I'm going to like succeed. I'm going to exceed expectations. But like, nah, dude, we're just, as a whole generation, are so fucking overworked and under goddamn paid that we have no choice but to be like, fuck you, job. Like, I would never want to be like, fuck you, job, but I have to be, because I'm like, you are so blatantly not giving a fuck about my well-being, and I work for you. Most of my life is dedicated to most of the hours in my life are dedicated to you, and you can't even provide me with a salary that allows me to have a fucking home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that now that, I don't know. That was a little
No, you're right. I mean, Annie, think about it. It's like,
sucks.
Your
I hate
job
having to be like, peace, fuck you guys at my job. I don't want to be like that. Why can't it be a mutual exchange of services, of labor and pay, right?
I had a conversation recently where, like, basically we were talking about how, like, people kind of tend to make their job their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't. But I feel like the difficulty for me isn't that, like, I don't want to say, oh, fuck this place, Like, I feel like the difficulty for me is that, like, the after is like, the job isn't my life, but my life is my life. So then, like, the job will impede on that, like, and if it does that too much and I'm not getting too much out of it, then it kind of affects my work performance later on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's like, I don't see all my needs getting met. And then I'm like, well, you know what? I can't put but this much in. And I know what Annie means when she's like, I feel bad for that. Because, like, I kind of feel bad for that because I do want to do a good job. But at the same time, I don't, because, like, I think about, listen, if you're paying me this much, if I go to McDonald's, right, and I buy off of the dollar menu, I know what I'm getting. You know what I mean? I'm getting a greasy ass, like, double cheeseburger that's gonna be like $1, and it makes me feel like shit later. Like, I can't be like,
sometimes it be tasting on it. Be like, oh,
instant gratification. Right?
Yeah, I can't be like, oh my god, I bought something off the dollar menu. How come it didn't, like, cure my tuberculosis? Like, it's like no, you didn't buy the miracle food. You bought, like, a fucking $1
bought a quick
cheeseburger.
fix.
Yeah, you bought the cancer burger. So it's like,
let's not say that.
I'm going through a lot of trauma lately.
Yeah,
let's not worry the clown.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, let's not
I mean,
that's funny.
if you eat at McDonald's,
we should worry the clown, but
the clown will be all right.
I'm not talking about the clown. I'm talking about everyone else. I think when you say, and never mind, just continue what you're saying.
It's just my own trauma, guys. Anyways,
yeah, no, I mean, it's not even.
Yeah. No, what I was just saying was just that. Fuck, I forgot. Damn it.
Sorry.
No. Anyways, what I meant is that, like,
you get what you pay for. You get
what you're
invest
paying
in.
for. Yeah. And then like these jobs, they have it twisted.
For employers.
The employers have it really, really twisted because like there's this line of thinking that goes, you should be thankful that you even have a job. And it's like, I can't be thankful and broke. Like, you know what I mean? Like
really
there's gotta be something that stops me, like from being thankful. People don't have a
job. Yeah. People don't have a job because they want a job. They have a job because they
need
to contribute to society in order to actively live in it and be okay within that society.
Yes, exactly.
And if you can't give me that, why on earth should I give you the best of my ability?
Right.
And it's like, I don't want to blame it on like newer companies, but like, I don't know. I do kind of feel like the age of startup kind of fucked it up a little bit, or at least had a negative impact on it, because the startup generation are the ones who figured out ways to cut corners to make the most buck, at the expense of their workers. Right?
Yeah,
older companies didn't really do that. They were very old school. It's like you have a salary, you have your insurance, this and that. And it might have been old school.
More too.
It was what?
Unions existed more as well.
Unions existed more, all that, but like newer companies were focused on like reaching that billionaire status, reaching a status that was like so beyond just like being okay and making and giving your employees a living wage and all that. So it kind of fucked it up because now everyone's goals are so much higher than what they're willing to invest in. And invest, I mean, paying employees and paying your talent the appropriate amount in order for them to help you reach that status.
Mm-hmm.
And now everyone's expecting and they're making their goals this crazy status, but they're treating their employers like shit. And then they're all complaining, oh, everyone's quiet quitting. I keep meaning to look up what the fuck that even means. Quiet quitting. Kiss my fucking ass. Off the bat, I don't even know what it means, but just by the sounds of it, I'm like, you can kiss my ass. Quiet quitting, please. And it's just a really shitty time for everybody.
No, I get it. The dehumanizing effects of capitalism makes them do that, but it's like a place of employment wants, good employees at the end of the day. They want to do what's best for their company. So you're supposed to be investing in your people. Yeah. But if you're not, what do you want out of them?
What is best for your company?
You just want their labor. You want their work.
You're not doing anything.
Oh my God.
So I don't know
Yeah. I don't know if my company was ever said on the podcast or if we did bleep it out, but I'm about to air some shit out. My company's not paying the bills.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, I think I heard that, but like,
no, we didn't mention them, but
no, but like my company's
hasn't it been that way for a while?
What do you mean?
With them?
No, like internally, like vendors that we use, like the platforms that we use in order to make our revenue come in.
Mm-hmm.
My company didn't pay those bills. So now all the things that are bringing the revenue in have been halted. So salespeople that work on commission haven't been getting paid. All of these platforms that we use to get our job done and make our company money aren't working because they haven't been paid by my company. My company has literally not been paying the bills. It's
That's
been
worrisome.
And yet every month we're getting a big meeting with all these people talking about we're not making our fucking quarter 3, quarter 4 goals. We need to work harder. We need to do this. You're not even paying your own bills. Like the literal lights in the office, half of them don't, you know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like you're not covering your own bases, let alone, like we're not even reaching how you're treating your employees. We're just focused, like you're not even paying your own bills.
Right.
And on top of that, your talent, the people that are making you all this money are leaving because they're not getting paid, period. You know what I mean? And it's just and the people that are sticking around are having a much harder time working because you're not paying the internal bills. It's a whole thing. So it's real funny that companies are focusing on XYZ and they're just fucking it up and just trickling down all the blame to us lowly little low paid
The audacity,
motherfuckers.
though. Yeah,
the audacity.
really.
Word.
Holy hell.
I said for really, but yeah, for really.
For realsies.
Yeah, for realsies. Thank you, Annie.
For realsies, man. It's rough.
No, I feel that,
Shit.
man. It's really annoying.
I'm just pissed off.
Shit's hard out here, yo. And it's only
Yeah.
gotten worse. Like, once again, my father
Really?
bought his home without ever going to college off one job. A good job. He had to find a decent one eventually,
Yeah.
but one or two, he was doing whatever it took, but eventually he found that piece, bought a
Yeah.
home. Mom started helping out. It got easier. I
Mhm.
couldn't do that now if I tried.
No.
I'm certainly not able to do that here. I have a part-time job that I didn't even want to be part-time, but I have a part-time job that gives me decent hours to pay some bills. I sure as hell don't have even a one-bedroom home, anything
Yeah.
like of that nature.
Right.
I was just talking about this recently. My sister, who's 14 years older than me, in the late 90s, she worked as a waitress at like a pizza restaurant in Manhattan, and she had her own whole one-bedroom apartment in like nice Harlem. Yeah. Not even like not even up there Harlem, like basically Upper West Side. Her own one bedroom, and she had one gig as a waitress, 38 hours, whatever it was, at a pizza restaurant. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, things are a little different now.
Yeah, man,
Jesus.
it's hard out here. Like, I'm just saying.
I
But,
know.
you
I
know.
just had to renegotiate my rent. It's like mad high. Like it was
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm gonna
it's
live
not as
with
high as it
roommates
could have
again.
been, but it's mad high.
It's like,
Yeah.
yo,
Still
this
too high.
renegotiate that we got to low don't seem as low. It actually still seems like we negotiated just a lesser high.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
the
a lesser
fuck,
high
man?
for sure.
Yeah, dude. And
There's no low.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, man? And it's problem, the dehumanizing effects of capitalism, bro, that people don't really think about. But no, I agree with Annie entirely, is what I was gonna say earlier. I feel the same way. I show up at a place and I'm like, yeah, I want to put in the work. I want to be the best employee ever. And then I'm just like, I get the work in like early on because it's like that's who I am. That's who I want to be. That's what I want to do. But
Yeah.
then you go on through a job and you see how it is and how it's gonna actually be,
Yeah.
and then you get demoralized.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
been
it
the story
sucks.
of my life almost my entire tenure in New York City.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at a place, I want to do good, people like me, I like the people, but then we see how the company actually runs, and it's just like, wow, this is going to be one of those draining experience, and I'm going to end up like one of the people around me, like a drained soul who's going to stay here long enough to eventually get enough like hours or enough pay to just get by, but get into the company culture and find the bright side of things rather than being miserable, which I respect, but it's like, you should be getting compensated instead.
I don't
Yeah.
want to talk too down on people because we are talking about corporations a lot, but there is an element where like you as a person, you have to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or
Mhm.
you do become this person that just comes in every day and you're just like slowly getting chipped away, slowly getting drained away for your efforts. And so it's like, yes, on one side, like the corporations are fucking us, but like on the other side, if you don't start at least looking at things from the perspective of like what is in my best interest, then you'll never start to act within your best interest. You'll never get out of that cycle. You know what I mean? Like we could talk till we're blue in the face about like corporations being horrible and like bad corporations and bad businesses that like don't take care of their employees. But if the employee doesn't take care of the employee, then there's nowhere to
Shit.
go,
Damn.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah, man.
Shut up, Logan.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
feel
be
like
like that.
figuring out what else I should do with my life. I'm
Yeah,
supposed
I
to
know.
be fine right now.
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
I was
what
told
we were
I'll be Gucci if I just do what I needed to do. And now I've
just-
been doing what I
Just
needed
do
to
what
be
you're
been
told.
doing.
Yeah.
And what was going on?
Ain't
Don't tell me
nothing
that
there.
shit. I gotta fix my own problems. Get the fuck out of here. Nah,
I
you're right,
got
though.
disillusioned.
Don't
I
tell
got-
me that shit.
I got
What?
disillusioned
You're
in
right,
life
though.
like real early, like too early. And it's
Yeah.
just like, it sucks when you're like young and you find out your parents are wrong about shit. Like, you
Oh my
know,
God,
like
yeah.
that's what
That-
happens. Like
you were both pretty sure they would be right about, as in you and your parents. It was like, all right, well, they ain't lied to me yet. I know they want what's best for me after
I
all.
was just like, y'all don't know what y'all doing.
And it's
Like, what
like,
the
yo.
fuck is
No,
going
No, yeah,
on out
it's
here?
that
Really
they don't know
wrong.
what they're doing. I recently got some really bad advice from my mom. I made the mistake of taking it And now I'm like, for once, and I would never even do that, but I've been like a little vulnerable lately because this year I had to like move back in with them for a couple months, and so I was like kind of at her mercy by accident, and so my psyche was at her mercy. So she's telling me all this shit, and I actually like fucking followed through, and now I fucked myself, and I'm like, I knew better. Shit,
Damn,
I knew better.
You know what the thing is though with that is that I think we've talked about this before, but like it could have been that like she was right, but it just doesn't work for you. You know what I mean?
She was wrong, but
no, she was wrong. But like I've had that happen to me.
Yeah.
Where like, you know, like the person, like if that person did the advice that they asked me to do, everything would have turned out all right.
Yeah.
But because I did it and because I can't do it like that, like it just fails. Which is a lot of the time, like, you know, like when I come on and like or even just like in my regular friend group and I talk about like, you know, I said this and that to my boss. And I was like, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'll always preface it with, but that's me though. Like, like, but that's me.
Sprinkle in a quick little, that's just me though. So just in case you accidentally ruin somebody's life.
Right, no liability.
Not everybody is built the same way. That doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean you should handle the situation exactly the way I did it. You know, like there's other ways to like handle things.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the time I think with like authority figures like parents and the like, you know, they don't see that.
Right.
And they see that it worked this way. And if you just fucking did it the way I told you to do it, then it would work out. And then when it doesn't work out, they kind of put themselves in this position where they kind of screwed themselves because like they're still over you, but you still kind of like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, it's just like it's just more reason to distrust. You know what I mean? So it's just like sows that like, well, for me at least, like it just sowed like this thing inside of me, whereas like I'm not listening to authority like this anymore. Like I listen to authority to an extent. Like I listen as much as it's useful and good for me, which is why a lot of authority figures have like a lot of problems with me because it's like you can't just do what's good for just you, you know? Like that's kind of fucked up. But on the other hand, you're doing like shit that like doesn't benefit me at all a lot of the time, like, you know what I mean, like so I have to like I got to see some type of return in this, you know.
No, I respect that. Makes sense.
It's respectable, but it's not necessarily right, but it's respectable.
Nothing's right. What we've learned today is that nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Everyone's just trying to like we have to rewrite some rules.
All right, little Miss Assassin's Creed over there. Nothing's wrong. You know? Everything's permitted. Okay.
Everything goes as far as I'm fucking concerned.
I don't think you had to sprinkle that in, but okay. No, I'm talking to Logan. Like,
I know.
You know, you could have just let it rock.
We know you're talking.
But like, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to like give it. Technically, it's kind of hard to give advice, really, unless you're like the person who's really, really there. But even then, like you said, it's like just because Jay-Z became a millionaire. If I sit down and have a dinner with him rather than taking the $500K, which he would tell me is a bad idea, doesn't mean I'm going to become a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you didn't take the $500K? Damn, I would have told you to take that $500K.
Huh?
You could go invest
like, why
that,
are you here?
Yeah,
like, you go invest that. I mean,
you already fucked it up.
what could I do for you?
The first thing he's going to ask you is like, did you already have $500K?
like, is that why you...
Yeah, there's a lot of lessons I learned from Jay. What did he say? If you can't afford it twice, you can't afford it.
Yeah.
I think of that a lot.
That's a good one.
That's a good bar.
one. I think of that a lot. I heard that like a couple years ago. And every time I'm like, man, I can make that. I'll be like, wait, what did Jay-Z said? If I can't afford it twice, I can't afford it. I cannot afford that twice.
Now we're talking about expendable income, which I have
I need
none
this
of.
cheesecake now.
I could get two slices of $6 cheesecake.
But I don't know. That'll put me down a little
bit.
Like, I ain't got no expendable income.
Yeah, all right, I'll walk.
Like,
I won't take the bus today.
Yeah,
right. Like shit.
I wouldn't want to take
Although you could afford
bus
the bus
rides,
ties.
so.
Yeah, right. But could you afford to in that same day without jeopardizing your week?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. Shit your broke ass down.
Yeah, you got me good.
Yeah, I didn't mean to, but it was there, and I was like, "Ooh, I can do this for once. This must be how they feel."
Shut up, Mitch. When this podcast first started, you and Claire were straight up terrorists to me.
You know, Sarah. Sarah actually mentioned that to me the other day when we had gone out to the beach, and she was like, "Well, isn't it funny? It's like." It's kind of like how you and Claire did Logan, but like, and I was like, but then I thought about it, and I was like, wait, no, it's not. Like, we have hearts for Logan. Logan and Annie are like cutthroat. What you mean? Like, they go for the juggler at first sight. Me and Claire just try to talk to Logan, who would be saying and doing ridiculous things.
Nah, that's not how I saw it.
Sarah.
I want to be on your side sometimes, Mitch. You know what's crazy? I was re-listening to certain parts of certain episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm
Wait. Which ones do you refer to?
Just let it go.
So I was intentionally trying to figure out whether or not I am mean to you, Mitch. Because, you know, that's, and I
feel like Logan's face.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what? Please finish.
I feel like I sound meaner to you than I mean to be. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's all right.
Shut up.
Don't ruin my show. This is
Logan's like, hey, don't take this away from me. We got a nice thing going, all right?
Good thing going, Annie.
Like, listen, I am so traumatized from him and Claire. You don't understand. Like, oh God, that's so funny.
He's gonna pay what he owe. He's gonna pay what
All right, never mind.
All right. In the aspect, so to keep it as an equalizer here, in the aspect of feeling ganged up on, I did have to agree with Sarah. I get that because like we did make Logan feel like that. In the aspect of the intensity of meanness, there is no way in this green and in the goddess's green earth that me and Claire can outmatch the intensity of mean that you guys are sometimes capable of being. I don't know.
No,
me and Claire were never mean to you guys.
Sensitive.
Are we that mean? What?
No.
I feel like that might have been a
No.
little exaggerated.
Yes.
A little bit, but I feel in terms of the pairing, the intensity of mean is lower on me and Claire than you guys.
Just take an ass whooping. Don't be a baby about it. Like,
See, exactly.
Like
exactly. Me and Claire would have went about that an entirely different way. Although May has said something similar, but like
It's your turn.
Claire
That's
needs
it.
to come as a guest.
It's your turn.
As a guest on the show.
I don't know if we can get her back. I'll check in every now and then
one
sometimes.
episode, like a guest star, so that we could, 2 on 2. Let's see
her.
who wins in the
I'd have to ask
in the
her.
meanie Olympics.
I would love it. We'd have to
a roast. We got to do a roast.
Oh fuck!
We'll do
Milk
one-
and Toast
a
roast.
roast of
see.
Mitch
Me
and
and
her.
Claire wouldn't even like a roast.
So
Yeah,
we
I
should
said it.
do a roast of Mitch. Like we should
See?
get everybody
Yeah, there we
together
go.
to do
There
a
we go.
roast of
Yep,
Mitch.
there it is. Yep, exactly. And here we
That
are.
would be amazing.
Oh
kinda
my
want-
God. I
No,
think I might
we'll take
actually be
turns.
hurt.
Everyone
I might
gets a
actually
roast.
cry.
I would host the fuck out of a roast of Mitch.
Oh my God.
Like I'd be the best host in the world.
Oh my
God.
I would go in and be like, you know what? I'm gonna be really nice to Mitch, but then 3 seconds in, I'd be like, oh no, I got material.
Material. Oh my God.
Go in
See,
without
anyway.
meaning to. I don't mean to, but goddamn, is it easy? Holy shit!
Oh shit! Just the
Sometimes,
way she
sometimes,
looked at you when she
sometimes.
said that.
Yeah, I know, bro. Yeah, like I was a piece of meat. Like, I'm lioness on the prowl. Like, it's just so. Oh God, I need more. I need more. Jesus, guys, and this. See, this is it right here. Yeah, don't look at me like that. Yeah, I see your face change. Logan's like, no, but wait, but still, I want to. No. No.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. I almost agreed with her at first. I was like, all right, so you got me. And I was like, wait.
I'll be a roast victim. I've
Like,
always
no.
kind of wanted to be roasted. I feel
Really?
like a little bit.
I don't think
feel
I
like
don't think I have the heart for it.
What would we roast you about? And you would get violent. I don't
No,
think I'd
if
be
my
fine.
job was
Get
to
violent.
sit quietly and just take it, then I
Just
have no
take a
choice but to
roast?
sit quietly and take it.
Yeah,
right?
you have to. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice.
you
Like you
sit
can't
there
just
and take
leave
it.
during the
I'm
roast.
curious to how
should get
real
sued for
people
that.
get. I'm not worried about people being mean to me. You can be mean to me. I don't care. But I'm curious to where you touch. Like, what realness are you gonna hit that I'm gonna be like, oh shit, they're actually coming for legitimate parts of my personality that I never thought were a problem.
God.
Like, that's what I'm curious to hear about. Not the, oh, you ugly bitch, you dumb bitch, blah, blah, blah. I get it. That's fine, whatever. But
I don't know. 'Cause, well,
So
I
the
don't think I
stuff
have the
that they
heart
would
for 'em.
actually make fun of you for. That's what you're afraid of.
I guess if it's like how I don't
Not a
know.
roast word.
Like, is there like
Yeah.
a personality flaw that I don't know about? I'm curious. I want to know.
And you want to have that revealed during a roast.
As long as they make it funny, I would assume they would try to make it funny, right?
Just like as long
Say
as
what you want.
just like
If
just
it's
don't
funny,
like
it's
hit me in the
fine.
fucking gut.
I would be the only one who would know the realness of it because I'd be like, oh shit. But if everyone else is actively laughing, then it's fine. Whatever, it's a joke to them.
It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's
I'd
fine.
be the only one who's like, fuck, they have a point.
Like
die
low
alone.
key ready to cry.
Yeah.
Oh no! Damn.
Sometimes
damn,
it is
Manny.
just
damn,
nice
that
to
was like
have,
really telling. You didn't even hear it. Yeah, all right, cool. My
What
fault.
was
Yeah.
telling? You don't know.
My
what's
fault.
telling.
Nothing. Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice to just
Yeah.
have people talk about you. So I get it.
Yes, I am also incredibly narcissistic, so I do want to hear people just talk about me. So
Yeah.
that might be also part of it.
Like,
okay.
See,
yeah.
that was sarcastic.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah, that's what I thought, but I
But
I
only a
couldn't tell
little
for
bit.
a second, so I was like, I don't know, but like, what's happening right now?
It's almost Scorpio season, so I might be a little crazy for the next few weeks. I don't know.
That's okay. Yeah, it is almost Scorpio season.
Oh
though.
shit is right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I
Didn't
know. I
think
don't like
about
it
that.
any more than you do. Trust me.
No, I hate it worse. Let's get out of here.
This was such a weird show,
It was
bro.
a weird show.
Oh man.
Let's get out of here.
No, I hate it worse.
Do you have anything you want to leave the people with?
Oh my god, I still have to think of my sign-off phrase.
What?
You know what, people?
Who told you need a sign off
we're
phrase?
yeah, we're not
I
there
told
yet.
me I need a sign-off phrase. But anyway, you know what, people? I love you. Stay warm. Stay fly. Be nice. Don't be shy. Till next time.
Okay.
Fucking Dr. Seuss over there.
I'll
give it-
rhyme.
I'll give it like an 8.5.
Thank you. Wow, that's pretty
Oh
good.
wow, that's really
Yeah.
high.
That's very high.
I thought it was
Dang it, shit.
I thought it was nice. It was sweet. It was
Wow,
really sweet
thanks.
and like yeah, give it 8.5. Earning 9s and 10s was hard, but like getting to like 7 and 8, not as difficult
get
as people
there.
think. Really not as
all right.
difficult.
All right,
It's gonna,
all right.
it's gonna explode. What the
I
fuck are
know.
you
Sorry.
doing?
Sorry.
Wait, diminish my 8.5.
No. Well, I hope not.
Just kidding, Mitch. I love you. You're
Mitch,
so nice.
what would you like to say to the people before we get out of here?
That's a good question. I think a better question is what wouldn't I like to say to the people?
Oh, here we
In
go.
truth, look. Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
And the
That's
roast
response.
begins.
That's the
See?
response. Exactly the response I wanted from you. I was like, someone's gonna say some shit when I do this now. Watch. But yeah, capitalism's dehumanizing. If only we could get what we're valued. If only people cared about each other and themselves more than they care about inanimate things we made up to play with each other.
I
Yeah.
guess. Sure. Yeah.
Let that one breathe a little bit.
All
You
right,
think about
you're
it.
right.
I love you people too. Take care.
All right. Everybody just think about the things that Annie and Mitch said.
What are
know,
you trying to say to
just
the people,
marinate.
Logan? Where are you
I'm
gonna...
saying it right now, Annie.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I figured you need... anyway, so you need an introduction as well.
Don't interrupt black people on the podcast, Annie.
Wow. Wow. This guy.
I just got a really bad flash of what the roast would look like.
Yeah. Yeah, you think you want
Oh,
this.
shit.
You don't. You don't. Oh my god.
The floor is yours.
I just want to say, oh yeah, it is getting fucking cold out here. Like fucking September hit, and because I'm not from up here, I was like, I just walked outside, and then it was cold, And I was like,
Yeah, you gotta
something's
use that.
wrong. I was like,
No, actually. That means something's actually right. Funny enough.
Because yesterday it was 90 degrees and today
Fucking
it's
cold.
60. I said,
Nah.
this is not
Mother
where
Nature
I
hit
need to
stop like
be.
she seen a state trooper. She hit them brakes, said, nah.
Yeah, this is like and then it's been raining for the past 4 days.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
like 6
yeah.
days.
Yeah, I'm like, am I back in
It's like,
Florida and it's cold? For what
know.
reason? What is
Why is
the
this
reason?
happening?
Yeah. Your hair is doing a lot, Annie. It's not
It
just you.
is because
Yeah.
the headphones keep sinking and I keep trying to whatever.
I do want to make 2 announcements, okay?
Mhm.
First announcement. Next show, you'll get to see our pretty faces.
Oh shit.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right,
it's
Annie.
happening.
Oh,
And he's
shit.
gonna get prepared and everything.
Yeah,
And he's
y'all
gonna
Put a
sit
shirt
there
on
y'all
next
better
week.
clean some shit up.
No,
Put
because
some
I
real
live as
clothes
my
on.
genuine, authentic self on the podcast. So y'all gonna get
Well, that's
me
your
where
first
I'm at.
mistake.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna live in my mistake rather than run from it.
All right,
Shit,
okay.
shit, all right.
Anyways,
You got a point.
Yeah, sometimes I got a backbone.
You'll get to see us crystal clear.
And
in
he's
all
like,
of
I'm so
our,
ready to break it. I can't wait.
The backbone?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I'm just sorry.
I'm inherently good at it. So.
Anyways, you'll see us for the very first time. The Milk and Toast podcast. The Milk and Toast podcast will be visible.
Whoa.
And you'll get to see
gonna
the
be
pretty
intense.
faces of me, Mitch, and maybe even Annie if she doesn't check it out.
Oh my God.
I'm
You might.
kidding, Annie. I'm kidding. This time, when I actually say something mean, that's when I actually say I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm gonna
I
get
know,
to turn my
right?
ring light on so that way
Huh?
people can see my skin. I'm not gonna.
Oh
just
yeah,
look like a
I
dark
gotta
shadow.
turn my ring light
Yeah,
on.
you gotta
get
turn
all
the ring light
Yeah,
on.
I gotta
Yeah, for the
go find
complexion.
me a ring light to turn.
Yeah,
And
I
if you
got
don't
you
have
one.
a, I will get you a ring light.
Do you have it still?
It's not
It's in
that.
my storage unit,
Oh, you
Damn.
do have one.
I'll go
oh,
get it
you
for
have
you.
one? Okay,
One.
you don't need me to get one.
but
I
it's
know
in
where
a
it
storage.
is.
I won't have access to it for a couple weeks, but I do own one somewhere.
I can go get it. I know because I went with Stefan just the other day, and I have a car.
Oh
now.
yeah, it's the same
So I'll
one.
go get it for you. Yeah,
I have
I know.
no idea what box it's in though. It's
Okay.
like it's going to
Well.
be a whole thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I get
shit.
it. It's cool.
Yeah, if you want to buy me one, that's fine.
No. You said you
I
have
would
your
get
own.
I would,
He's like,
but
"Go buy me a ring light."
I was like, I was
would,
gonna, but like then you said like you had your own. So like that
Like,
got
thanks for
deaded real
snitching out
quick.
loud. Thank you.
Incapacitated.
I'm trying to save that money.
Temporarily
No, we'll figure it out.
incapacitated at the
We'll
moment.
figure it
Yeah,
out.
we'll figure it
No,
out.
yeah.
We'll figure it out.
But your complexion even right now is fine, so you'll be good.
Oh, that's because I keep a Word doc open because it's like it adds more light.
It
'Cause
does.
if I
It
didn't,
works. It looks
It
good.
would be a little.
Oh, I see that. I entirely see the difference. Like,
Yeah,
good for
right?
you.
Isn't
That
that
fucking
crazy?
works. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
you guys are so fucking funny. Like you guys just like have like the weirdest shit going on every show, and it's just like I learn something new every show. I love it. The
So my life
second
is a joke to you?
announcement I have. The
Am I a
second
joke
announcement
to
I have. Do not interrupt me. The
Sorry.
second
Too
announcement
late.
I have. Thank you.
Face a
I'm
little
sorry.
shiny.
I'm sorry, Mitch. I'm sorry.
How are
No,
you?
you're not.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm sorry.
Don't touch me.
That's called sound effects.
I was like, what is that? That's new.
That's me patting Mitch
Whoa.
and
Don't touch
soothing
me.
him. She's like,
touch me.
wow.
Don't touch me.
Technology.
How the fuck did he do
What was
that?
that?
Like, jeez. Oh, wow.
That's new.
This is the new age. The second announcement is that I wanted to say happy anniversary to Sarah. It's gonna be our 2-year anniversary.
Oh my god!
Yes.
When? This weekend?
The 10th. So like the day after or the day of the show coming out. So this show
sweet.
here. So happy anniversary, Sarah.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy anniversary, Sarah Logan! That's
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, happy anniversary,
Some
Sarah.
cute.
Happy
Aw, thank you,
anniversary,
guys.
Logan. Oh, that's cute.
That's all I have. That's all I have. I will see you guys when I see you. Have a good morning. Have a good breakfast. Have a good lunch, dinner, evening, drive to work, or whatever you're doing. I just have a good one. Annie, say bye to the people.
Bye, people.
Mitch, say bye to the people.
Capitalism has dehumanized me, and I don't know if I can cope.
Okay. This has been episode 70 of the Milk and Toast podcast.
Wow.
I've been your host, Logan, and we're out. Bye.
See ya.